There are many challenges for developing Islamic financial products in the UK. One of those, basically, those challenges are regulatory, legal, tax, human capital, and awareness and education. So if we take the first one, regulatory challenges. As we know, Islamic banking products, financial products, are based on Sharia principles. Those principles, for example, in a deposit account, is based on profit sharing agreement, where the profit is not guaranteed and the capital shouldn't be guaranteed by the mudarib or the fund manager, in this case the bank. And that's basically contradict the definition of deposit account from regulatory perspective, which form a constraint on savings product offered by Islamic banks. There are ways basically that Islamic banks found in order to overcome this issue, but it's a very important issue and it is still affecting Islamic banks nowadays. The second one, from legal perspective. Financial products offered by Islamic banks are structured differently. Usually, legal terms and conditions for a traditional financial product is basically based on interest-based legal agreement. Islamic financial products offered by Islamic banks uses sometimes one Islamic financial principle or a combination of two or more Islamic finance principles to offer that financial product. And that will affect the structure of the legal agreements that underpin this product or this financial transaction. And if there isn't legal firms that understand Islamic finance, they will be basically drafting the legal agreements in the traditional way. We know that the Sharia Compliance Department in in an Islamic bank and the Sharia Supervisory Committee will be reviewing that. But if there isn't a basic understanding of how Islamic financial products work or the structure of this principle, the legal terms will not correspond to the underlying Islamic finance principle for that product. And that's also a challenging issue regarding any financial products offered by Islamic banks. The third challenge is the tax issue. Islamic financial products basically are asset-backed, so there must be an underlying asset purchased, and that means the legal ownership of the asset should be transferred to the bank before the bank transfers this asset to the customer, and that will incur tax implications to the bank, because the bank, as a legal owner of this asset, there is a tax liability for the bank before the asset is transferred to the customer. With time, this issue has been addressed with the regulator, and many identified financial transactions by the UK regulator has been exempted from the double taxation or the tax issue because they looked into the economic substance of that transaction. However, that is still an issue regarding variations of Islamic finance principles that used, or new principles used to offer new products in the market, which will face the same issue. The fourth challenge is basically the human capital, the expertise in the market in order to be able to develop and innovate Islamic financial transactions that incorporate the legal and regulatory framework as it is, or advise the required changes for the legal and regulatory framework and the tax implication as well in order to accommodate this financial transaction. And that would require bankers, Islamic bankers basically, who are trained in both Sharia and the banking system and the financial products. So this will enable them to come up with the right proposition, with the right idea. The fifth challenge is basically education and awareness, and that basically challenge for Islamic banks how to build bridges with their customers, basically the Muslim community, the Muslim society, and with the non-Muslim society, because financial products offered by Islamic banks is for all people from all backgrounds and from all faiths. So they can benefit from this ethical proposition that provided by Islamic banks. So how they can reach to the market, to their market, to those customers, and explain to them in very simple way how Islamic banking operates and how basically they offer their financial products and the benefits of this approach or this framework. The other thing in terms of educating and basically spreading the awareness about Islamic finance is to build bridges with the regulator as well, in order to build that understanding and awareness of Islamic finance and the requirements for developing and launching Islamic financial products in the market. Those 5 challenges are the main challenges that basically face or that are faced by Islamic banks in the UK, and would be any Islamic bank operating in similar environment would be faced with those challenges. And there are different ways basically to address those challenges and overcome those challenges.